Today we chat with famous YouTuber Pano T. And it's award season, which means the hosts are ready to roll out the red carpet on who they think will win big this year. Plus, Temple student Lily Maopolski tells us about how she appears in the new season of American Idol. And Rachel Keller catches up with comedian Cedric the Entertainer. Meet your hosts, Luke Frey, Marissa Giletto, Backover, and Johnna Booth. Also with Rachel Keller and Raya Abdelaal from Studio One at Temple University. This is Temple Talk.
Hello guys and welcome to Temple Talk. How's everybody doing today? Good? Awesome. It is a brand new year. It's 2016 now. Thank you all for braving the cold / warm now.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
We had over 2 feet of snow about 2-ish weeks ago.
Like a week ago.
Storm Jonas.
Sorry.
Jonas dropped about 2 feet of snow on the entire East Coast.
Which Jonas?
Right? Which Jonas' brother dropped 2 feet of snow. But yeah, that entire snowstorm, I don't think I left my apartment for 3 days
No,
straight.
you literally did.
I didn't.
No, same. I just stayed inside completely, and I think everybody did. They canceled 13,000 flights across the
Really?
country
Oh my
because of the
gosh.
How
storm,
many of
yeah.
those were you on?
Yeah, right.
Well, how do you know that?
There were like 2 a day. You know, jet setting.
Madonna concerts.
Madonna. We
anything.
always bring
I
up
can
Madonna.
never live that down.
No, you can't.
Well, I spent mine catching up on TV shows that everybody's talking about on Netflix, and streaming television is larger than ever now.
Oh, yeah.
So what are some of your Netflix favorite shows?
Oh
that you guys
my
watch?
gosh. I spent all of my winter break watching Making a Murderer.
Oh,
like,
yes.
I'm mind blown. I
What's that
think I
about?
cried. I think I
don't know.
was terrified. You never
You don't know what it's about?
Wait,
No.
what?
Have you been checking your Twitter feed? Like,
Seriously?
First of all, I don't really use Twitter, and
Oh,
I
okay,
don't,
true.
and I don't really like Netflix.
oh, great.
Yes. Finally.
Why?
I know, I'm
You
not
are
popular.
the
I mean,
person.
I use it, but I'm not like a huge Netflix person.
Well-
I only watch House of
Well,
Cards.
watch Making a Murderer and you'll become a Netflix person because it's a Netflix documentary, so it's the only place you'll see it.
Oh, it's a
and
documentary.
it's and it's real.
documentaries.
They're an hour long, but there's only 10 of them, so you can fly through it. Oh my
good.
gosh, you have to watch
How
it.
about you, Justin?
Yeah, well, like I said, I watch House of Cards, which is my absolute favorite. So I caught up on the last season over the snowstorm, and then I'm getting ready for the new season, which is premiering March 4th. Very
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The one tweet I did see was they tweeted out, "I will leave a legacy" from Frank Underwood.
Of course
so,
you
What's it gonna
Of course.
mean?
So I'm very intrigued to see what that will be.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't watch it, but same.
House of
You
Cards-
should know,
House of
yeah,
Cards
you
is
really
so
need to
good.
start watching it.
I'll watch it if you watch Making a Murderer.
Okay, deal.
Deal. Done.
There we go. How about you, John? No Netflix?
No Netflix for me. I'm more of a YouTuber. I just
Okay.
watch YouTube all the time.
That's still
and
streaming.
Try to get inspired by people trying to make their own art.
Yeah,
That makes
no, it is
sense.
definitely a creative outlet now.
Yeah.
Creative, like,
Maybe if I had the the 850.
what? What's
Isn't that like Netflix is like $850 a month? Or
It's like
$8.99?
$7.99.
I don't know, my brother pays for me. Thanks,
Well,
Mike.
Oh.
I just got a new
Of
job, so
course.
maybe I'll get Netflix once
Maybe.
the checks start
Yeah,
rolling
right.
in. Back then,
These checks haven't come yet, though, have they? Double talk.
Yeah, right.
Decided we're all
One
waiting
day.
for them still. But mine is Chelsea Does.
wanna watch
She also has a new documentary series out, and it's only 4 episodes. So I was like, yes, I can do this. It's not like Mad Men.
How
It's
long
like
are they?
800 episodes. They're like an hour each, like hour
Okay.
and a half. They're so good, and it's something that like with Chelsea Handler, you're like, I'm gonna laugh the entire
Yeah.
time. I cried at about 3 out of
Really?
4. There's
She has emotion.
Are you laughing? Yes, I can cry. Gosh. Yes, no, yeah, I cried. And she talks about like really deep topics too.
So it's not like a talk show, like her old thing.
No.
Like, that's what I thought it was supposed to be.
No,
When
yeah.
everyone was like, she's leaving for
not a
Netflix.
talk show, it's a documentary series they call it.
Okay,
so.
like Making a Murderer.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't watched any of these, we talked about Making a Murderer, House of Cards, Chelsea Does.
YouTube.
None. Make sure you watch them. And I'm sure you've all heard about the Academy Awards receiving a lot of backlash about their releasing of their nominees list. Jada Pinkett Smith took to Twitter to voice her opinions about the nominees' lack of racial diversity this year, and even encouraged a boycott of the entire ceremony. So, how are you guys feeling about this entire, Oscar backlash about
So,
everything?
I understand that there's a problem within Hollywood, within the academy, wherever it lies. But the boycotting thing, I think, is a little too far. I think you have to respect everyone who is in your field and your industry and the craft that you also do. And also to Chris Rock, he's, I feel like everyone,
he's a
it's taken
great
away
guy.
from, he's so good at hosting it. He's done it before. And I think that it's taking away from, his moment. And I kind of feel bad for him. And everyone else has worked so hard,
I think though it will give him like a field day with like
Oh,
the
yeah.
opening
Oh,
monologue.
he said he's like, I'm
Everybody.
leaving, it's
But
all out there.
I would say too, the Hollywood Reporter does a web series on all the nominees beforehand, and they had released a statement saying that, we acknowledge that there's no diversity in this round table, but we feel it's because there are no good roles written for people of minorities.
And
That's
yes, and that's
a
the
really,
problem. That's
and
where the
if-
problem lies.
If you
I
look
mean,
at some of
but-
the roles that were nominated, that could have easily been played by an African American.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
I
Well,
agree.
first off, I just want to say Happy Black History Month to all
Yeah.
my
Oh,
queens
yes.
of all flavors.
Yes.
And I actually agree with Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, I feel like when you stand so strongly for something, that certain actions must be done. Because I mean, I don't agree that there hasn't been any good movies out, because 2015 there was some phenomenal acting going on with I know Will Smith. Anytime he drops a tear, that deserves an
Yeah.
Oscar. And like his performance in Concussion was phenomenal. If not all of the cast from Straight Outta Compton, if not all of them, then someone should have been nominated or something. And then with Creed, Michael B. Jordan,
I did hear
that
he got
performance
snubbed.
was
Right,
amazing. But see, like
So does Leo.
there's
Okay.
still there's things that still should be acknowledged, and that talent was just looked over, and it has to be purposely done.
And I
Because how do you
lo-
ignore something
right.
like
and
that?
I do like that you said that you agree that Jada Pinkett Smith is saying how she feels and she's standing up for something, because she really was like, she's the one that led the pack almost. And like
Right.
that takes a lot of courage to sit here and say, I'm going to boycott something that millions of people tune into. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that does take a lot of courage.
And you really can't deny, a 2012 study found that 94% of the Academy is white, and 77% of that is male, and
Right.
86% is over the age of 50. So clearly,
Where's the chocolate?
if you're picking nominees, you're not picking from a diverse pool, like a pool,
Right.
like they're not.
And this is the
Right.
second year that this has happened, so it's like, okay, are we going to wait till the third year? But I did also read that for those who are more optimistic, that in like the next 5 years, they're going to work on trying to bring some more
Right.
diversity into the Oscars and things like that. I mean, if you're pessimistic, then that 5 years may seem too long, but at least
They're
they
trying to
claim
do
they're
something.
trying to do something.
Right.
But, hey, we want to boycott? Boycott.
There you have it. And the possibility of a new Temple Stadium has been out in the news a couple months. We've heard about it on and off. And the Temple Owls had a Q&A last week exclusively for students about any new info about the stadium. And we sent one of our producers, Casey Baylor, to that meeting. So Casey, what's the update? What happened at the meeting of TSG?
Yes, okay. So basically the meeting was a Q&A session where a lot of students sent in their questions earlier, and then TSG reviewed all their questions and then put them on. So they asked President Theobald and the athletic director, Patrick Kraft, a bunch of questions about the stadium. So basically the stadium questions were like divided into 3 questions. They wanted to know about finance. How are they paying for the stadium? Luckily, students are not paying for the stadium.
Yes.
It's not going to be in their tuition. I know.
Thank you.
$100 million is not coming from our
No.
pockets.
No,
Thank
no,
God.
no.
So
was just
where
wondering.
is
it coming from?
then?
It's going to come from gifts from alumni, and also just random fundraisers that they're going to try to do. And like that's basically all they were really giving us. The next part was, which is a big controversy, was where are they putting it and how is it going to affect the community? And that seemed to cause a little bit of an uproar.
Yeah, tell us all about the Jews. You said
Yeah,
the
so
Jews.
it all started, the stadium talk was very calm and neutral, questions, answers. About 25 minutes in, two students stood up with a sign that said, "Where is the community?" And that caused a lot
And
of
these were
uproar.
students?
Yes, these were
I
students.
like
Because
that.
we care.
I like that.
Yes, a
do
lot
care
of
about
a
the
lot of
community.
students were there
Supporting the community.
protesting and supporting the community. And there was also one woman who actually lives in North Philadelphia. Her name was Glenda. She also talked about how she was very upset that Temple University was not considering to talk to the community members at all. She felt that it was kind of disrespectful that they went towards the politicians of the community,
Okay.
but never asked people that actually lived in North
Lived there.
Philly. And she felt very disrespected as well that he was talking to the students and not talking to the community members. So that caused a lot of uproar with a bunch of students, and a lot of students also got escorted out of the room as well. And to conclude, at the end, Ryan Rinaldi, the president of TSG, he had to end the meeting early because a lot of unrest and a lot of emotions were filling the room.
Wow.
That's interesting because that's not how I imagined it was going to play out at all. I thought they were going to make some grand announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
or
what
like
I...
have more Q&A about, well, I guess they tried to have a conversation about what's happening. And it sounds like some group of people wanted to kind of make a statement more than ask any questions or, kind of discuss what's happening or
and that
might
statement
happen.
is extremely relevant because if Temple's talking about, building a stadium where, I heard that they were going to take out the, what is that, a high school or elementary school by the track? That they're trying to get rid of like that whole area and a few apartments to make room for the stadium. And
that's a very successful high school.
Why would you not seek to the community first? Because those are lives that might have to be, uprooted just to make sure that, a bunch of college students are satisfied. When the football games for me are fun because I have to get on the train or on the bus.
Yeah.
That's the fun part.
Those bus rides are always a
They're
ride.
so fun.
The community, the community just needs to be spoken to first.
Yes.
All right, and lastly, the Kardashians are well known for their reality TV show and juicy stories and appearance always on the show. We're always talking about them. But even more interesting is a new relationship in the family. Rob Kardashian is now dating Blac Chyna, or I say Blac Chyna because that's how she spells her name, the mother of Tyga's son. Now try to keep up here, it's kind of a mess. Blac Chyna is known for her relationship with Tyga, who is dating Kylie, and she's friends with Amber Rose, Kanye West's ex-girlfriend, who is married to Kim. I'm going to pass it over to Justin.
He's like
he
the
knows
expert
more about this
over
than
here.
I do.
Yes, so
Ken Baker.
you left out a little
take
bit
it
of the
away.
story. So Blac Chyna and Kim Kardashian were originally friends. And what
TBT, that's where it started.
Yes,
Okay.
and what had happened was, as Tyga became exposed to the Kardashians, he started to develop a little bit more of a deeper relationship with Kylie Jenner, who was underage at the time. So when they got together, after he had his kid with Blac Chyna, and they separated, him and Kylie went public when she turned 18. So that created unrest, and Amber Rose was coming at Kim as well, and it was just a big
Now
mess.
they're BFFs.
And now apparently she's with Rob, which Rob is apparently very happy. He's traveling now. He's like going places.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, where has Rob
been?
We haven't seen him for years.
Yeah, and now he's
and
out.
apparently he's having some health issues, and then it just kind of comes like a whirlwind. He's like, I don't want any, coverage. I don't want. And then he comes out with
their own coverage.
something
So
like
that's
that.
Well, actually,
James,
Kim
this
had
has to
turned
be a joke.
around and said that as long as her brother's doing better, she's happy for him, which I think was a really nice high road. And she was
guess
also
that's fair.
recently, she just posted a photo last week with Amber Rose out to dinner.
Yeah,
which
I saw that.
was
I
very
saw that. I
Together?
was like,
Yes.
I cannot wrap my brain around this
No.
concept.
I
And
can't
I don't think
even.
anybody can. And we could talk about it all day, but we have an awesome show today. He's a famous YouTuber and a Temple student. Pano T will be hanging out with us. Plus, we'll be playing an Oscar-themed game of Heads Up. But first, Raya stopped by Laura's Chocolate in the city to try some chocolates. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we're in front of Laura's Chocolate. We're about to interview the owner. I'm sure you guys are a little excited since Valentine's Day is coming up and you guys are all going to be buying chocolates for your sweethearts. So let's go and check it out. Hey guys, I'm here with Maureen Walter. She is one of the owners of Laura's Chocolates here in Philadelphia. So my first question is, what is the history of this chocolate shop?
We are the second owners of Laura's Chocolate. Laura's Chocolate started almost 50 years ago.
Wow.
We are retail manufacturers. We're located in Old City, Philadelphia. We do chocolates the old-fashioned way, quality ingredients, old-fashioned recipes, a lot of it made by hand, a lot of passion that goes into what we do.
Can you explain the process of making the chocolate? Like what kind of ingredients you put in it? You don't have to give your secret away,
Oh,
but
no,
like...
no, no, yeah. Well, we make, just to give you an idea, we make over 100 varieties of milk and dark chocolate, so a lot of chocolate. The process is using the old-time recipes, having the equipment that works with our recipes. We still temper our chocolates by hand, so we don't have the very intense equipment that some of the larger companies have. So it's really starting with good quality ingredients and staying true to the original recipes. And being very mindful of the outcome and just making sure that everything looks the way we want it to look. And we make small batches, so we don't mass produce. Even though we have so many varieties, we just make a little bit every day, and that's how we do it.
So what are some of the favorite chocolates that customers come and buy?
We are most known for our chocolate-covered pretzels, our buttercreams, caramels. They're kind of Philadelphia iconic pieces to begin with. And ours are very good. For instance, our pretzels we have roasted specifically for us, so they're proprietary. And our caramel is very creamy and not grainy, and so that's a great recipe. And our marshmallow is fantastic.
So I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of guys coming in here to buy chocolates for their sweethearts. What do you recommend for them?
They're buying for someone that likes fancy. We'll recommend truffles. That's a good choice. If they don't know if they prefer milk or dark chocolate, then they can buy a heart that has a nice assortment of milk and dark chocolate. So it's sort of taken care of for them. But a lot of them actually know what their sweetheart likes, and so we custom pack. The heart boxes are popular. Naturally, that's an old-fashioned thing, but it's still hanging in there, so it's interesting. So.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to try the chocolate.
Oh, we can't wait to try it.
Thank you. That's all we have for you guys today. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back to Tumble Talk. And in honor of award show season and the 80th Academy Awards, we'll be playing an Oscar-themed game of Heads Up. Here we have two teams, Johnna and Justin, and Marissa and I. Each player has about 45 seconds to guess the Oscar-related word, phrase, whatever, actor, movie, or vocab. The team who guesses the most words right wins. Marissa and I are going to go first. And see if we can defeat Justin and John.
I'm terrified.
You guys
I
ready?
don't know why.
Yes.
All right.
Oh God.
We're
All right,
starting the clock.
Do
Starting
this
the
good.
clock.
All right.
Tell me when to go.
All right. On your mark.
Can I cheat?
Get set. Go.
Go.
What you walk on.
Red carpet.
Yes.
Oh God.
The Apple CEO, old one.
Steve Jobs.
Yep.
She cheated.
Old Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
He is Rocky. He's the old Rocky.
Okay, well. It's the blank awards.
Academy?
Yes.
Oh.
This is rigged.
I haven't watched
Right.
this
Rigged.
movie, lightsabers, Luke
Star
Skywalker.
Wars.
Yeah.
Luke, I am
10.
your father.
Has it
9,
won an Oscar
8,
yet?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
7,
Next.
6, 5, 4,
What you wear?
3,
Down.
Yes.
2, 1.
I didn't even try.
How many was that?
How many was that?
Oh, come on.
7.
7.
Try to be
But
7.
They're all
Okay.
over the floor.
You ready, Johnna?
Now I get to eat popcorn.
Show them what's up.
Okay,
Show them what's up.
I'm ready.
I gotta put my popcorn down for this moment.
This is for you.
All right. All business.
Do their timer.
Oh,
It's my game face.
all right. 3, 2, go.
Oh,
It's upside down, but he has crazy hair. He's a singer. He sings The Hills.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, okay.
Throw it.
Just throw
Oh,
it. It's upside down. The book about a lot of inappropriate things that we were just talking about.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the nasty one.
I'm a bird.
Oh, it's Rachel.
Come on.
Come on.
Close enough.
I can't say her name. I know who she is.
No, I need to recount.
You put a letter in it.
Envelope.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
After the party, it's the well.
After party.
No, that's 10.
Wrong.
No, just kidding. Yeah.
yeah, 10.
When you win, you go back and you have a thing with reporters and
7.
what's that called?
Interview.
But it's like it's more
4,
official.
4,
3,
2, 1.
Done.
Conference, press conference.
We gave you extra time
Stopped
too
and
because
even gave
we
you
are
extra time
awful at
'cause I was
math.
watching.
Awful at
How many
math.
was that? 4.
It was
Johnna.
not 4. Whoa.
All right.
Talk the big
How was
game.
that 4?
Wait, we're making a mess.
See what happens when
It's
you talk
all
a
right.
big game.
Why was it 4?
Oh God, this is the
All
part
right.
I'm
I
really
said
bad
her
at.
Am I
name,
setting
that
the clock to
counts.
45
No.
seconds again?
It
Yep.
does count. I
All
don't
right,
know
here
her
we
last
go.
name.
All right. On your mark, get set, go.
Like 3 parts. There's 3 parts to a movie. It's a
trilogy.
yes.
They cheated.
They cheated.
They cheated.
What?
100%.
What's the Oscar made of?
Gold.
Not really.
They made the list.
We are blank of a TV
Family.
show. No,
What?
we're blank of a TV show.
Host.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
Oh gosh, like when the program stops and there's like a time where like you want usually
commercial break.
yeah. Rocky's new movie.
Creed.
Yeah. She's boycotting.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Johnna Booth.
Paparazzi.
Oh my gosh, I cried. Oh god,
You cried.
You're out.
no. We didn't get a time. No, I'm kidding.
No, they had a
Sorry.
Inside Out.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good description, I guess.
We got
cried.
distracted watching.
That's what we were.
so
We
much
were
fun.
just watching them.
How many
Watching
were
them
cheat.
cheat.
Seven
we got
again.
distracted. We got distracted
Slay.
watching them
7
cheat.
Watching them
again.
cheat.
All right, Johnna.
Are you sure? I
Yes.
don't think you should trust
All right, I'm gonna
me.
watch the clock this time.
Yeah, we're actually gonna pay attention.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You ready? Give me an on your mark, get set, go.
I feel
you know?
so bad.
On your mark. Get set.
Go.
Go.
Okay. The main part of a movie. These
Actors?
people. Yes.
All right.
Okay. If you wear something bad, you know they're gonna talk about
The
you.
Fashion Police?
Yes, of course, Justin, on it. Oh, I was just talking about this. They should have won an Oscar.
Will Smith?
NWA, the movie that came
Oh,
out.
Straight Outta Compton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll be hosting the Oscars.
Chris Rock.
Okay. Oh, what you have on?
A suit. A
No,
tux. A
Yeah,
tux?
there you go.
Just
There you go.
kidding.
Come on.
All right.
We can get them.
10,
Ooh.
9.
Skip.
Yeah,
8,
skip.
7.
Skip.
6. 5.
Oh,
Four,
they
three,
get for the Oscars.
Nominees?
Yes.
He got that one. He got that one.
He got that one.
6. All right.
I don't think you guys are counting right.
We're
Because
for sure.
You passed 2 of them.
So,
Well, we
one
made
more
it.
time each.
I feel like this one's gonna be up.
Another
upside down.
45.
It's another one?
All right.
20-second round.
20?
20
Oh,
seconds.
the
20
power
seconds.
round. All right.
Power round.
Here we
power
go.
round.
All right. On your mark, get set.
Don't go. It's like,
Go.
It's upside down. Choosing the Hunger Games.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Fell down the steps. Yeah.
I don't know anyone's name.
Thank you guys so much for this award.
Acceptance
It means so-
speech.
Yes.
6. 5.
A
4.
carriage, her glass
3.
slipper.
2.
Yes.
Oh, she got that.
You guys have fun ones.
All right. Time's up.
Okay.
All right. Next.
All right. How many was that? 3.
3.
All right.
All right. Can I go again?
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
because
One more.
Last
20 seconds.
round.
All right.
you don't have faith.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, you read this.
Teleprompter?
Yep. The first 3 letters of the alphabet.
ABC.
Yep.
Okay.
10.
9.
Okay,
8,
it's a
7,
film, but it's
6,
more like real life.
5, 4,
Starts
3, 2,
I don't know.
1.
Okay.
How many?
It was 3.
What
2.
are totals?
What was that?
Documentary.
Towels.
Oh.
17 to 10. Unfortunately.
No. That's a miscount.
Yeah,
No.
something's
I had
off.
4, 6, and then
All right.
2.
Something's
Simmer
off.
down.
They cheated.
Okay. So we still won.
All right, guys, real quick, the Academy Awards. What are your predictions? I'm going to say mine. First, Eddie Redmayne will win Best Actor. What about you, Marissa?
Best picture. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go with the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, none of my predictions were nominated.
Well, on that note, for Best Actress, it's probably going to be Brie Larson, but I'm more of a Jennifer Lawrence fan. Let's root for her.
J-Lo.
Joy
Yeah.
was amazing.
Jennifer Lawrence. All right, guys, when we come back, we'll have a famous YouTuber who is currently in the cast of a new web series alongside a Pretty Little Liars actress. Now here's Rachel, who got to catch up with Cedric the Entertainer. We'll be right back.
All right, Cedric the Entertainer. Thank you so much for coming.
Hi, Rachel.
How are you?
Hey, what's up, Rachel?
How are the fans and the crowd compared to other cities that you performed in?
Well, Philly is it's a great town. A lot of great comedians come from here. Of course, y'all know comedic actors, everybody know Kev's doing his thing, and then Will, and then, but it's a lot of like comics come from this area. So the crowd is usually really lovely, energetic. They like to come out. I've done shows all around Philly at different places, and they still draw to you. Like the fans are real, and it's just real folk. They just want to come out, have a good time. So that's what I love about that Philadelphia audience.
We're at Comedy Get Down. You're working with George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. Who's your favorite person to work with and why?
I mean, I love all comedians, but this tour has really been unique because all of us are veterans in the game. We've been knowing each other for many years. So of course, me and DL did the Kings, and now we on this big arena tour. So that's a blessing to be on both. But George has been amazing. He was the one who kind of first organized this situation and put it all together. So that's what's really dope. And then Eddie Griffin, fellow Missourian dude, and then Charlie Murphy, of course, is Charlie Murphy.
And your new movie, The Barbershop.
Yeah, man.
The third one.
Yeah.
You worked with Common, Nicki Minaj. I'm obsessed with Nicki Minaj.
Yes. You just seem like you would be like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj's perfume lipstick came out today, and I'm going to get 7 cases. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj has a donut named after her, and even though I'm not doing carbs right now, I'm gonna buy 6 of them.
But your new show, The Soul Man, can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, definitely. Soul Man, we are actually in our 5th season. We're on TV Land. We start premiering in March. Actually, George and I, George has a new show on there, and he's gonna be back to back, so we'll be in an hour.
Before we end this interview, I'm obsessed with fashion.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
Can you please explain this to me? Is this part of your hat line?
Yeah. This one's actually not out of my hat line. It's an older hat I had because I wanted this European look. I was kind of rocking the day, this kind of little European London bloke energy. So but this is Ella V. This is one of my suits, Ella V. Tray piece. I'll go up with the 3-piece on. This probably Gucci or something right here. And this, just keeping it fly. You put all the accoutrements on. I'm tie bar. I'm pin. I'm ring. I'm Rolex.
Oh, I didn't see
what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just cool. I'm Cartier bracelet. I keep all the little small little details to it. Got some shoes somewhere. These from Europe somewhere with blue bottoms. I don't know.
Show
They I don't know. Christian Louboutin is blue bottoms. This must be his brother, Reggie Louboutin.
One fun fact before we dab on him. One more fun fact about you.
I like to write songs and little jingles and stuff. So so people don't know that about me. I like to sing on stage, but I like to kind of play around and I write little jingles and stuff sometimes. So you might see little music come out,
Grammy,
different stuff. Yeah, but on some cool other levelness.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, it's your boy comedian Buck Wild, and you're watching Temple Talk.
A Temple student that has almost 80,000 subscribers on YouTube. Please welcome to the show, Pano T, everybody.
So happy you're here.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Great.
Now, I just wanted to open up. Your Instagram handle is the best Instagram handle I've ever heard.
He's literally obsessed with it.
Pano Cakes.
Pano Pancakes.
Oh,
It does have
Pano
pancakes in it.
Exactly. I was like, that is the niftiest Instagram handle I've ever seen in my life.
He literally
It's so
can't
good.
stop talking about it.
Yeah,
I need to come up with
I'm like, we need to have him on because his Instagram handle alone is enough to just ask him about. But
thank you.
so YouTube, how do you first of all get 80,000 people to watch you on
insane.
YouTube? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was a really big skateboarder and snowboarder growing up, and so my friends and I, when YouTube, first came out, started uploading our, skateboarding videos and snowboarding videos to YouTube, and would kind of like, share it with each other whenever, we learned a new trick or did something cool, And so that's kind of when I first, started using YouTube and kind of got an interest in it. And I took a break from it after I kind of fallen out of skateboarding and snowboarding when I was about 16, and then entering.
So you started like a while ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, no, probably when I was like 12 years old or so. And then I had, fallen into YouTube culture and thought it was really interesting, and so I thought, why not? I can give it a shot myself. I had these video editing skills that I learned when I was skateboarding and snowboarding, and I think I have a little bit of charisma, so why not give it a shot? Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And so so I started doing it, and at first it was really the takeoff was really slow. It took 2 to 3 months of really hard work just to get to 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers. But then I made friends with some really popular YouTubers. My friend Troy Sivan on YouTube, he was one of the first people who kind of discovered me online, and he started liking my videos, and we started Skyping very frequently, and kind of just knowing him and being part of his network, his subscribers starting to flooding towards me. And then the same kind of thing happened with Tyler Oakley, who's even more popular than him.
So awesome.
And so just getting discovered by these people, and then later becoming their actual friends, it's just kind of, like I said, being part of their network, just the growth just kind of follows suit, and then it's as you get larger, it becomes exponential, and that's kind of where it's at.
So when did you how many followers did it take for you to be like, oh my God, I made it? I'm a YouTuber.
The thing is, I don't even see it that way.
No?
Still now, no. I mean, I think it's really easy to kind of forget how much reach you have when you're just posting, things into the nether.
Okay.
And you seeing just that, view counter go up, but you're not actually having anybody come up to you in person and say hey, I know you from YouTube, which
that was my next question. Does that happen around Temple?
It's happened before. About, I would say, over the course of my education, it's my 3rd year now. That's happened probably 5 or 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm people to stop us on campus. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Walks by.
Yeah, and then it's happened a couple times, in Center City also, and then also
cool.
traveling to other states as well. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you were cast in a new web series. Do you want to tell us about that and how that kind of came to even happen?
Sure. So the producer of the web series, she's one of the production supervisors on the show Pretty Little Liars, and she has been working on this web series for years now. It's her project. You know what I mean? And
it's
so
her baby.
Yeah, it's her baby. And so she discovered me on YouTube just randomly and saw me, with these videos and thought I could be, a potential good fit for the role.
So she went to you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So she reached out to me and said, hey, I think, you make great videos, and we like, your look for the show. I was wondering if you could, read these sides and send them to me. Perhaps you can be part of it. And so I sent her the sides.
So you didn't even have to go audition. You kind of just sent in.
I sent her the tape of me doing the sides, and then I had to send in another audition after that. And then the director wanted to speak to me on Skype one-on-one, so we had a Skype session, and then 5 days later I found out I got the part.
Wow. And you've acted in other small independent films.
Yeah.
Is acting a passion of yours?
Oh, totally. It's what I've been doing my whole life.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
So did you go on YouTube thinking maybe this will get me to become an actor, or why did you want to start it?
I've always just been trying to find any. I mean, I competed in speech and debate in high school, and so I did competitive monologue performance, and that was what I focused all my energy on for most of high school, and I ranked 14th in the country. So
wow.
I was competing against students who now go to Juilliard and Carnegie Mellon and NYU for acting and beating them, and so I had just wanted to find an outlet in which I could perform. Because
those are kind of monologues, your videos.
Yeah. But theater was never really for me, and so I lived in northeastern Pennsylvania. There weren't any film projects to get involved with, so I started making YouTube videos where, I wasn't directly acting, but I feel like getting in front of a camera and being yourself in a way is acting, because you got to learn.
Is a character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And you shoot this new series in LA.
Yeah.
So how long are you there for? How's school gonna work off of that?
2 weeks, and I'm flying out 2 weeks from this coming Friday, and so I'm missing a week of classes.
Yeah.
And so I got that okayed by my professors, and then the week after that is spring break. So that just happened to be very convenient.
You can get out of the cold.
Yeah.
Lay on the beach.
Totally.
So jealous.
I know. Can we come?
What's
now,
that?
Can we come?
Oh, please
We're
do.
gonna come along.
Can we be in a YouTube video? You should.
Yeah.
We'll vlog the entire experience.
Yes.
Perfect.
Mom, I need some money. Just kidding.
Your mom's laughing hysterically.
Yeah,
about
she's
it.
no.
So back to your friends with Troy Sivan.
Yeah.
I love his new album, and I can't believe you're personal
He's
friends with him. That's
fangirling.
awesome.
Yeah.
So have you heard? Did he have you hear his new album prior to
No.
releasing it or anything?
No,
It was
no.
kind of oh, hey friend, I like your new album on iTunes.
Yeah, right. Thanks for
how
telling
awesome
me.
is that?
Well, you know what? It's I think he is very busy with his work, and we became close friends before he had really taken off with his music, and we haven't communicated all too much over the past year, and I mean, I think you could probably attribute that to his work, but unfortunately I did not get a sneak peek to his music, which I would have loved to.
Maybe next time.
Because Wild was a really good album, I think.
Oh my God.
So.
And how do you think your YouTube channel or your YouTube videos kind of are different than other YouTubers who are out there and post vlogs all the time about their lives?
Well, I think YouTube kind of fosters a culture of everybody doing the same thing. You see a lot of challenges and you see a lot of tags on YouTube, which are like a category of video that people do online. And I very consciously never do challenges and I never do tags because I like to try to stay unique online, because I don't see myself being a professional YouTuber when I finish school, but I do see it as a tool that I'm going to use to further my career. And I just think that staying unique is probably the best thing I could do, even if it's not necessarily getting me to the numbers that I would like to be at.
Well, it's working. Whatever you're doing.
What's your number? Like 2.3 million on viewers, or like what's
honestly like I don't care. I don't really care about the numbers as long as like I can use it to make some money and like I'm still like enjoying it.
Fun.
Yeah, and like I'm pursuing the career that I would like to be pursuing, and that's in acting.
So you do want to act after college? That's where you want it to go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's like YouTube's going to be the tool that I'm going to use.
You already have that platform, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thanks for having
me.
me.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. Now you're famous, and you can be like, well, yeah, we have Pano.
I had him on my show. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we can't wait to watch your web series. And when we come back, Justin and Johnna chat with our Temple Spotlight guests who appeared in the final season of American Idol. Now catch Raya talking to professional astrologists about compatibility between signs.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jacqueline Bygar. So we're going to talk about Valentine's Day today. So what are your predictions for some of the signs on February 14th?
If I was celebrating Valentine's Day, I'd try to do it Friday night, Saturday, because there's a lot of tension on Valentine's Day, and things are going to happen, and people are going to hold back feelings, actually. You're going to wonder what's going on, especially if you dated somebody and they're not like doing what you think they should, and then things will explode, and then there'll be mad passion that gets you back together, of course, but you want a nicer Valentine's Day celebrate at the beginning of the weekend. And passions run high on Valentine's Day.
What are some signs, like talking about relationships, what are some signs that should be together or signs that shouldn't be together?
Well, you should always check with your friendly astrologer before you decide. But if you're a water or air sign, you're going to want somebody that has either a water or air, sun sign or moon, just basically.
So special for Valentine's Day, we're going to have Jacqueline go through every sign so you guys know what to expect.
Aries is having an interesting year. They're very busy. They're running around a lot. Their ruler is going to go retrograde for sustained time, which means some kind of identity conflict going on depending on male, female in their chart. And the moon is in Taurus on Valentine's Day. Taurus is very easygoing and sensual, and it's having a terrific year.
Virgo.
Virgo making great choices for them. Pay raises, great men, great women. Wow. Yeah, it's a real banner year for Virgo. Capricorn is doing very well. They're acting out on their dreams. Libra is very caring, and they're going to have a good Valentine's Day, and they're best on a one-to-one level. This year, they should be cleaning house. And Leo, well, they're spending too much money.
Are they?
Yeah. But they're having a great time doing it.
All right, well, thank you so much.
I'm very glad
and I
to
hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
I'll be busy.
Welcome back to Temple Talk. It's time for Temple Spotlight, where we interview Temple students doing cool things. Today, we welcome to the set Lily Maopolski.
Hello.
Hey, Lily, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
So much fun. So I want to start from the beginning before we get into the juicy bits about what has happened to you recently.
Makes sense.
When did you start singing, and when did you start to fall in love with it?
Well, I started singing. I was in my church choir when I was about 6 years old.
Amen.
Right? And then after that, I kind of strayed from singing. I picked up a guitar, and I taught myself guitar, so I was playing that for a while. I was more of a guitarist, less of a singer. But then actually one of my close friends, Nicole, told me that I should really start trying to sing more because she thought my voice was awesome, and I was like, oh, thank you, that's really nice.
I have a voice.
So then I kind of went out in public actually and started playing in the streets, and a lot of people were super nice to me. I used to get big crowds.
So
Wow.
then
Did
I
you have the
started
hat
singing.
in front of your guitar?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That takes a lot of courage.
It does.
I
think I
guess
could
I've heard
clam
that, but
up.
it's just super fun. Really, just like if you ever see someone playing in the street, go up to them and just.
Yeah, I
talk to
always
them.
do.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just sing one for me and look me in my eyes when you do it?
Yeah, it's
but
the
that's
best
weird.
experience.
But I stopped doing that.
No, keep doing it.
So tell us. I mean, we heard after some research that you did a band. So that came later. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm in a band called Space Boner.
Where did that name come from?
So, like when you're in space and like everything's floating, it's not like a normal, it's like a space boner. So we just thought that was really funny. And so I'm in a band and I play some house shows with my friends, but I actually am also in another band called The Perverts.
These are some
I didn't pick The
interesting
Perverts
names.
actually, but I have a manager now from LA that I just signed with from busking in the street when the Pope was in town.
Wow.
He was here to see the Pope.
Fun.
So now I'm in another band and I should be starting some projects with that pretty
Wow.
soon.
So is that stationed in Cali, The Perverts? So The Perverts are in Cali.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
case
Thank
anyone
you.
wants to know.
So, also a big thing that has happened to you this year is you were on the intro for Idol, and
Yeah.
what was that experience like, and how did that even come about?
Well, I've had a pretty lucky year.
Hey.
My friend that I would play in the street with, Nick, he graduated from Temple in 2012, so I knew him. We would play and sing together, and he actually tried out for American Idol at the Leocora Center, the tryouts, and he was getting through the rounds. Like, it was really exciting for him. So the one day we were busking in front of Gino's Cheesesteaks, and this guy, he actually looked like an Oscar because he was tall, bronze, like shaved head, like total California, and we were like, who is this guy? And he was listening to us, and he was saying like, oh, did you guys try out for American Idol? And we were like, he did, and he kind of like was mad at me. He's like, why didn't you? And I was like, who are you? Like, I don't know. I didn't want to do it.
If you insist.
Yeah, and so he was like, I'm the producer of American Idol, and I really like the both of you playing together, so let me call like these people and see if you guys could get filmed together.
Wow.
So we made a call and was like, all right, you guys are gonna get filmed as a duo. He'll just try out for the show, but you'll be you two. So that was really cool. So then the next day, like a whole camera crew came.
The next day? So there was no preparation, you just went straight for
Yeah.
it?
So
Wow.
was it your idea to get on the skateboard with the guitar?
It was not at all. I've never done that before.
Okay.
I don't suggest doing it at home because
Look dangerous.
right. I took my skateboard to the place. You know, like I rode my
And they
skateboard
said,
there.
get on it and play, actually.
Yeah, exactly. They said, can you
Brilliant.
play on that? And I said, well, I could try. So they filmed me a couple times. It's actually really funny because the camera was really heavy.
Yeah.
And the guy was kind of really heavy who was filming me. So to like keep going back, he would like trip and like not be fast enough. So
that's
we had to do
really
it like
funny.
5 or 6 times. So by the 6th shot, I kind of got it down.
Wow.
So-
I would have
Yeah.
broke my neck.
Right, my
Absolutely.
hand-eye coordination for all that. I don't know. But okay, so moving forward into your music career, what do you expect? Like, what's the plan?
My plan is just to meet a lot of really cool people that like my music. We could sing a song together, you know, travel the world. I really want to travel the world and just
Yes.
play on a
unbelievable.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so much for
coming. This is
having me.
absolutely wonderful.
Yes, so I hope you enjoyed chatting with us. She will be
Loved it.
performing real soon, but first, we're gonna head over to our girl, Rachel Keller, who has What's Trending.
I'm Rachel Keller, and here's what's trending. It's Black History Month. To celebrate, we're giving you a special flashback to some of the greatest African-American pioneers in entertainment. In modeling, Beverly Johnson, of course, was the first Black woman to grace the cover of Glamour magazine in 1971. The model queen, Tyra Banks, also made magazine history in 1997 when she was the first to grace Sports Illustrated and GQ. The flawless Vanessa Williams was the first Black woman to win Miss America in 1983. In Hollywood, Hattie McDaniel won the first Oscar for an African American in 1939. Sidney Poitier was the first of 4 Black males to win Best Actor at the 1963 Oscars. Then, Angela Bassett was the first to win Best Actress at the Golden Globes in 1993 for her depiction of Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It. And listen to this. Halle Berry is the only Black woman in history to ever win an Oscar for Best Actress in a leading role in 2002 for her role in Monsters Ball. And now, president of the Oscars today is Cheryl Boone Isaacs, who is the first black woman to ever be the Oscars president. But here we go. After 3 years of not releasing a studio album, months of anticipation, and awaiting fans, Rihanna finally drops her 8th album, Untitled. Throughout 2015, Rihanna dropped a few singles, but her Navy was not amused. Her album has gotten phenomenal reviews. It's unconventional, unpredictable, and like nothing we've ever heard from her before. The tracks are made up of mostly rock and funk-influenced ballads. Anti sold over 1 million copies within a day and has officially been the fastest album in history to be certified platinum. She's a true versatile genius. Speaking of new albums, Kanye West announced on his Twitter account that he would be releasing his next album, Swish, on February 11th, or should I say Waves? I'd like to call this one Kanye Can'ts. Not only has Mr. West changed the name of his album via Twitter, he also decided to go on an 18+ Twitter rant bashing rapper Wiz Khalifa for allegedly talking about his wife Kim Kardashian. Kanye, you can't. Zayn Malik, former One Direction band member, dropped his debut single, Pillow Talk. The video to his new single features his supermodel girlfriend, Gigi Hadid. Some speculate that the song actually might be about his ex-fiancée, Little Mix vocalist, Perry Edwards. Judging by her most recent Instagram post surrounded by pillows and a guitar. Since its release, Pillow Talk has skyrocketed to the top of the charts in 60 countries. Sunday, January 31st, many people were talking about the tragedy that was announced just hours before the Grease Live show was supposed to air. Vanessa Hudgens, the actress that was set to play Rizzo, tweeted that her father passed away from a long battle with cancer. She said that she would do the show in his honor. I saw the show and she did an incredible job. We're all so proud of you, Vanessa. But we did also lose a few others due to cancer in showbiz. Alan Rickman, the actor formerly known for his role as Professor Snape in the Harry Potter series, also the legend that is David Bowie. They both died at age 69. Last but not least, it is awards season, our favorite season, so we can't forget about Leonardo DiCaprio. So far, DiCaprio has won a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award this year for his role in The Revenant. Is this finally Leo's year to win an Oscar for male lead? If you think no, tweet us at Temple_Talk with the hashtag LeoNo. And if you think yes, tweet Leo for the win. Well, it's been fun. I'm Rachel Keller, and that is what's trending.
Hey guys, thank you so much to our guests, Pano, T, and Lily Maopolski for joining us. We had a great time.
Yes, and thank you to our amazing audience.
Yeah.
Now let's welcome Lily back as she performs one of her original songs.
And we'll see you all right back here next time on
Temple Talk.
See ya.
Bye. Toodles.
Rose petals on my skin, will you let me in, earth angel? Thorns on my head, was it something I said, earth angel? Rose petals on my skin, didn't mean to sin, my earth angel. Thorns on my head, am I better off than earth angel? Walking through the garden shows a different path. I gotta think about the now, not the aftermath. Till I ran into you, now all I do is think. Cause you make me float and you make me sink. I'm at the brink of a tidal wave, run and take cover. These days it's so complicated to love your lover. Rose petals on my skin, will you let me in, earth angel? Thorns on my head, was it something I said, earth angel? Rose petals on my skin, didn't mean to sin, my earth angel. Thorns on my head, am I better off than earth angel? They relish in your beauty, but to you it's a bother. I'm running out of faith, so I pray to your father. You're hard to read, but those days we click. Some say you're a bad habit I have got to kick. Cause baby, you make me lovesick. Rose petals on my skin, will you let me in, earth angel? Thorns on my head, was it something I said, earth angel? Rose petals on my skin, didn't mean to sin, my earth angel. on my head, am I better off that earth